planning for a mass casualty event that day.
I'm sorry, what?
But that's not really our worry. Our worry is, how do we get our heart attacks and our stroke patients?
Why would there be a mass casualty event the day of the eclipse?
At a gridlock, and we can't get EMS either to a patient.
She said they're planning
or back
for 2
to
years.
hospital.
They've been planning for 2 years.
Command center here at COTS. Here in the COTS Command Center, available hospital beds across the state are tracked every day. They report every day their available med-surg beds, ICU beds, how many patients are boarding the emergency department. Every morning, all the hospitals update that information. Is that over here? So yeah, this is what it looks like for our region today.
This is probably one of the largest planned events the state of Ohio has ever seen.
Matthew Akron is the Director of Safety and Emergency Management for Ohio Health.
We're looking at the population heading in the north central region, and we're planning for traffic delays. Is probably the biggest threat we're looking at right now is what's that gridlock? If there's an accident on 71 or 23, how does that impact the region?
He says hospital staff is being asked to work late or come in early.
We've altered some of our practices, whether it's with appointments or elective surgeries, to make sure we're not discharging patients right at the end of the eclipse when traffic gridlock could happen. Somebody had a procedure and they're stuck in traffic for hours.
Keller says critical hospital supplies have been beefed up, and extra blood units have already been moved to area hospitals, so it's there if somebody needs it. We wanted everyone to be prepared. We're not only worried about our hospitals, but we are worried about all of our healthcare agencies in the region. She says,
you're now putting out the idea on live television that you could have potentially a cardiac arrest or a heart attack during the solar eclipse. That is what is being said on live TV right now, and they are warning people to be prepared because there's going to be no emergency services available. So if you have a heart attack, if you see someone having a heart attack, you need to be ready. That's what they're warning of on live TV. I'm going to show you guys the video in just a second. Really quick though, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on this big, urgent news. Alright, so check this out. This was just posted today, April 5th, right here. What to do if you have a cardiac emergency during the solar eclipse. Alright, they're putting this out on ABC News, and they're warning people that they could potentially have a heart attack during the eclipse, and they're saying that emergency services and medical providers are not going to be able to help you or respond to you. So this is just strange, suspicious. It could be nothing, but it's just weird. I just thought this headline was very weird. What to do if you have, it's so specific. They're talking about having a heart attack during the eclipse. It's just very strange, and there's been a lot of weird stuff going on around this topic as well. A lot of suspicious things. So listen to what they're saying really quick, and I want to hear what you guys think about this.
Well, hundreds of thousands of tourists are expected to head to Arkansas this weekend in preparation for Monday's eclipse, which means authorities are getting ready for large crowds and possibly traffic issues. But what are you supposed to do if you have a medical emergency, maybe like a heart attack? Well, Vicki Wingfield with the Arkansas Heart Hospital is joining us today to tell us more about how to handle a medical emergency if it happens during the eclipse. Vicki, a lot of this is really just having a plan of your own to know what would I do if I needed medical help. Yeah. So what are some of, you mentioned cardiac events, which are pretty common. So what do you think, what should people do if they themselves are experiencing this? The first thing is, if you've got anyone with you or you yourself or by yourself, call 911. Look for help.
Alright, so you heard that there. She said this is pretty common. That's what they're saying. I'm not saying this. They're saying it's pretty common to have a heart attack. And especially they're warning of during the eclipse. This is, I don't know. This could be nothing. This could be innocent. But it really is strange, this narrative that they're creating, that you might just have you might have a heart attack, and it's pretty common during the eclipse, and who knows, if it happens, then you need to have this preparedness plan. Did you hear her? She said you need to have an emergency preparedness plan in case something goes wrong, right? That's something that we always talk about. But they're warning that you could have a heart attack, and you need to have an emergency plan in case this happens during the eclipse. And